What's up, fellas? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald with Survey. Oh, looks like we got an egg to hatch. In the last episode, we got ourselves the perfect, what Pokemon was it? It was a Gen 2 Pokemon. It wasn't a Pooch. Huh? Oh, it was a Slowpoke, of course. Because I'm going to use Slowking. But it was the fastest Pokemon we got good, so it wasn't really a Slowpoke at all. See, is this one better? Don't really remember what kind of stats. Doesn't look very good. In any case, sorry it's so late, you guys. I'm exhausted. So basically there was construction at my house all day, and I was also working on sorting through Pokemon cards. Oh my goodness, I had so many freaking cards. I got this fat lot on eBay to try to collect and also resell a little bit. But I'm not a scalper, you guys. I'm not making any money doing this. Just in case you guys are judging me. Anyway, what are we gonna do today? I'm gonna run around like I don't know what I'm doing. So I had construction at my house and I couldn't film because it was like bang, 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 bang. And then I watched the NBA finals. Now I'm just chilling. But I'm pretty freaking tired. I don't know what to do in the game. I'm not gonna endeavor on getting a new team member today like I have been, but I promise I'll give you guys a makeup video soon. I wanted to announce as well that I'm going on a little vacation. Sadly enough, I actually have gone on vacation while Let's Playing before, and I'm gonna try to film a couple makeup videos in the meantime, but I'm not gonna have a video every day. Starting June 15th, I'm going on vacation, so just a little announcement for you guys that are loyal to the channel and like to watch every day. Disappointment, but anyway, I tried to keep the streak. Maybe I will. Who knows? It's just a lot of work. I'm getting busy these days, so I can't like pre-record 7, or I'm going for like 2 weeks. So anyway, let's see here. I think today I'm gonna want to reorganize this box a little bit. I really just have to delete a lot of stuff. Blazing bees. Yeah, I gotta delete a lot of these Houndours and Slowpokes out of here. So I'm not gonna fully clean up the box. The stupid, Beldum. Yeah, these guys kind of strong, worth keeping. The Dittos will keep. Again, I'm not gonna sort through. Should probably get rid of any duplicate Dittos if we can find them. Keep some of this stuff as trade pieces. That's the actual team. These were like viable, maybe team members, so I don't know. But everything here needs to go. Do we already get rid of the Slowpokes, or? I think these were the ones that were the hidden power that we wanted. Hidden power grass. You know, I realized Houndour can you can learn Solar Beam. So I don't know why we give him hidden power grass. I guess it's a little stronger. But yeah, we put in all that work. I'll keep this as trade pieces. Not sure what this Beldum's doing here. Is he special? Adamant. Doesn't seem that good. Get Adam a face. What about you? This was like the second best Slowpoke, I think. Keep him. All these guys gotta go. Scotty doesn't. No, Scotty's gotta go. You guys seen Euro Trip? Pretty hilarious movie. Kind of inappropriate though for any younger viewers. Very raunchy movie, but early 2000s. That's my favorite kind of aesthetic. Anyway, this video is stupid today. I get it. I get it. Stupid is probably short. I apologize. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to do a coding video, so I'm gonna have to get up early. I gotta go to work. Then I'm going to a baseball game on Saturday night, so yeah, I guess I'll try to film like a bunch of stupid videos like this to occupy time in the meantime. Just kind of split them up more. I've been having a lot of fun doing those coding videos. If you guys haven't checked out my Surveymon series, I know it's very boring if you don't know how to code, to watch an hour-long video of me coding and figuring stuff out, but I do want to maybe post some shorts or something of the actual finished product of each episode, because we're making some cool progress. We can actually catch Pokemon now, and I designed my very own ball, the Survey ball. Let me see if I can just pull this up. Survey ball. And it's based on Snorlax. And Snorlax is see, it's the the Survey ball. Do you guys like it? I drew it, and it's what I used to catch Pokemon in my game, which is just a copy of Pokemon. But it's a lot of fun. And you know, when you're coding, problem solving can be tough. You know, I don't know what the series is all about, really, just to try to get it all noticed and everything. So when I do release the game, it'll already be kind of well known. And also to help you guys out just as a basis if you're stuck. But when you're coding, you kind of gotta get your own little instincts for it, and your own style. To where, you know, if you can't just problem solve it on your own, it's like every time you run into a problem, you learn something, and you should be able to kind of overcome that hump next time you find it without having to look up for help. Maybe 2 or 3 times if it's something you don't have to do very often. But that's what it's all about, and that's kind of what I've gone through. I've kind of tried and failed to make basic little games like that over and over again, to where I kind of know where to start, kind of the foundation you need. Whereas if you just try to brute force right into the feature right away, it's gonna become spaghetti trying to interact with other stuff later. So having a whole little game engine base for everything is very useful. What other tips do I have for you guys? I don't know, my brain's kind of crazy. I like to hyper focus on stuff. That's why I like playing video games, and so gotta kind of be able to do stuff for hours at a time, especially if you're coding something complicated, because it's not very rewarding. You know, the same way a video game is like rewarding. It gives you instant little dopamine hits every time I release the dog and make it a little bit closer to being emptying out this box. When you code, the reward is very the gratification is very delayed gratification, and so you almost have to go for 4 or 5 hours at a time sometimes. Usually at least like half an hour for any basic feature of like just starting it out and following through if you're at least trying it for the first time, because you're gonna have bugs, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna waste your own time, you're gonna get frustrated, but eventually you're gonna get something that kind of works to where you can make it into something that works just the way you like it. And that's that rewarding moment when finally it works. But you know, sometimes you're coding for so long at a time you get lost in the sauce, and you haven't actually like tested the feature yet because the logic itself is so tangled up in the code. And that's why when I'm doing my tutorials, I have to try not to do that for my own sake and for your guys's. I have to try to check in on my actual program every 5 minutes or so and kind of do things in bite-sized pieces, even though I know I can do more. But like if I make a new feature, just basically connect it before I build it and then see if it's connected properly to what exists. Because if you build it and connect it all at once, you don't know where the bug is. Sometimes you can figure it out. Oh, that was fast. Woot woot. Okay, so another thing is I need to make a box of Pokemon that I probably have to trade over to, let's put it in the machine. Yeah, this is the box I have to trade over to Fire Red. Just the Gen 2 Pokemon for now. But eventually we'll trade over the Gen 3 as well to clean up that box. And I don't even think I have a Houndour, so I may as well send Blazing Bees over there to make the evolution easier. Thank you very much. Mareep, I don't think we have. Fire at all these Pokemon from the Safari Zone area number 2. Sunkern we might have. I'll have to double check. Spinarak we definitely have. Snubble new. Apom new. Let's name this box so we know what we're doing. Trade. Just saving ourselves time. We don't have to do this. But since I don't know what to do this episode, kind of in limbo. Are we missing a legendary? No, this is all of them. All of them you can get in this game. Jirachi and Deoxys. And Latios are missing. Latte? Really? Forgot how stupid I was naming it that. I don't think we have a Hoot Hoot either, but could be wrong. Stantler. Need to trade Gligar. Oh, so many cool Pokemon. I love Gen 1, man. I love Gen 1 Pokemon that, or Gen 2. Gen 1. I love Gen 2 Pokemon that don't evolve. You know, actually, that was a funny brain fart, because when I was a kid, I used to think that Gen 2, like, Johto was first. And it's because I played Fire Red before any other game. Yeah, so I played Fire Red, and I had, like, my older siblings had old copies of, like, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And I was like, oh, this is the original, you know, this is the old school game. I didn't realize that Red and Blue existed. And so I was like, huh? I was like, how come you don't unlock the Gen 1 Pokemon until after, or Gen 2? I don't know. I was confused, you guys. Super stupid. Do we have Girafarig? I feel like you can get Girafarig in Fire Red, but I just never did. This looks like just about everyone that we need. Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo we did get from trade. We got him not from the Safari Zone, but still we can't get him. Fire Red. First boss, we'll trade that over someday. I think that's everybody that we need. We had a Smeargle, but I think we already traded that over. Or something. I don't know what happened to our Smeargle. Oh yeah, we used it to breed what's his face? Who was that? We were giving an egg move to. Someone, I forget. It was someone on my Gen 2 team, I think, on Fire Red. See if I can remember. Actually cut out for a sec just to figure this out. And I'll see you guys when I hatch the egg. I gotta get these guys out of here. Oh! Oh, that's right. It was Breloom. I forget what I called it. It was our special Breloom C-Dot thing that we used to catch legendaries, because it had like Spore and False Swipe or something, or you just had like Sleep Powder or Thunder Wave or something and False Swipe. In any case, what else to do today? Let's decide what Pokemon to get next. I kind of hinted at it last time, but I'm gonna use Snorlax. Right down there. I'm gonna use a Snorlax on the team, so I'm gonna get a perfect Munchlax. Nah, just kidding. We're just gonna breed a baby Snorlax in an egg, which seems super weird, but that's how it works in Gen 3. We have one more Gen 1 Pokemon to think about and consider. So I'm gonna go ahead and browse Gen 1 Pokemon with you guys here, and we'll decide. I know I like to keep this stuff secret sometimes. Oh, we do have a Chrome Emerald. Let's see here. Will this work? Yeah, Gen 1 Pokemon. Let's scroll through here. Okay, Bulbasaur, Venusaur. Yeah, we could use a Charizard, obviously, because now we have access to all the starters. But that's kind of lame. Could give it a crazy egg move. You know, you can give a Charizard Belly Drum, I think. And you can give a Snorlax Belly Drum, though, as well. That's already the plan. Yeah, let's actually look at a Gen 3 tier list. Because this is a little bit better, because we're going to be using for competitive battle. Fire Red S rank. See, we got Snorlax right here. Gengar. Yeah. Gengar doesn't have too many good movesets. Ooh, Aerodactyl though. Kind of want to go Aerodactyl. We already used Clefable. What's so good about Clefable? Probably some strategic moveset. Ability combo. Kangaskhan, not bad. Dragonite, cliche. Yeah, the starters are all kind of on pace with each other. Can't really do legendaries. Marowak. We used Anzoe Beth. Mr. Mime. Yeah, I think I'm going Aerodactyl. So let's at least prep for that. That's the last thing we'll do here. We'll trade over our one. Oops. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Just like in my coding videos. Let's trade over one Aerodactyl from Fire Red to get this process going. I think we only have one Aerodactyl. Oh, scary. But we got our Slowpoke. We're just going to trade that back over. Or should we trade? May as well trade one Pokemon over to Fire Red while we're at it. Let's trade our Sudowoodo. Sudoku. Alright. And I'll save it off over here. And we'll see you guys in the fire. Did that work? It's kind of crazy. I don't trust that that worked, although it definitely did. But I'll see you guys in the Fire Red universe. Alright, so here we are in our gray box on Fire Red, where we actually are organized. I'm going to pick out Aerodactyl. Oh, looks like we got some new friends here. Light brown or dark brown? What do you guys think? Probably dark. I know it's the lightest dark brown, but it has some dark brown in there. Oh man, some of these need to move around. I don't know. They're also similar. There's my Smeargle. There's my Smeargle. Alright, let's go ahead and show this whole trade process. We don't do it a lot. We're only trading one Pokemon. So first off, while this is all going, I'm going to try to grab Aerodactyl. PNG. Save the image as Aerodactyl. Alright, we gotta walk over there on both games. Alright, we got rid of Furret. And we got Aerodactyl. Ooh, looks so cool. I guess we never got the image when we hatched, or... Oh, it goes right to the PC when you not hatch, but when you bust open that fossil. So, Aerodactyl versus Sudowoodo. Pretty cool trade, I'd say. Eric the Aerodactyl. Oh, my names are so lame. Lame name, lame name. Into cyberspace you go. And we do have a Sudowoodo because we're using it on Heart Gold. Wah 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 wah. There he goes. Yay! Shrink him down. Very cool. What do we call him on Heart Gold again? It's Tigrity. Tigrity Farms. That was a poorly timed cough. Yeah, excuse me, everybody. We're gonna exit the trade here. And go back to Emerald version. And we're gonna have to kind of shut down the system here anyway, so we'll see you guys back on Pokemon Emerald. Alright, here we are, back in the saddle. And got ourselves, I guess we'll throw him in the party here as well. Aerodactyl. And he's gonna be big and then he's gonna shrink. Good stuff. Eric. Oh, we don't have names on anyone here in Emerald anymore. That was kind of an extra feature anyway. But now that we're not doing the Emerald story, you know, we got all the badges. We're sitting pretty. Where's our badges at? It's almost like a touch screen there. Hey, we're rich. Can't polish our badges in this game. But that's chill. In any case, don't know what nature we need for Aerodactyl, so I'm not going to start breeding him yet. But it's good to have him in the right spot. And I think that's actually going to do it for today's episode. So let's pretend like nothing happened. And just sit in the same spot. Thanks for sticking around for this short episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Sorry we didn't get much done. Leave a comment if you're mad at me. And subscribe to stick around for more bullshit like this. Have a good day!